Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another coffee rant with Dano and Frank, our Patriot Bald Eagle. If you have to hit pause on this video to get your coffee or whatever beverage you deem necessary, go ahead and do that now. So this will be a lengthy discussion, guys. We got a lot of news to talk about tonight. Couple stories going on here. We have Coca-Cola, which has just recalled 13,000 12-packs, I guess, of the Minute Maid Zero Sugar, which is not so zero sugar. We've got price increases of things we need to discuss. We have Walgreens. Walgreens is closing 1,200 stores, as they say, due to $3 billion loss. So they want to close 1,200 stores. I believe they have almost 9,000 stores nationwide. It's like 8,900 something. But I thought that was pretty interesting. That's 13%, as they're calling 13% of their stores nationwide. As to where it's a bit concerning, we're going to get into that here in a little bit. First, we're going to read a little bit from USA Today on the zero sugar Minute Maid that has been recalled by Coca-Cola. And I thought of one of our longtime viewers. She's been on the channel for a long time. I won't mention her name. But I remember the story back when we were talking about different pops and like Coke Zero, things like this. And the reason why she liked the Zero Lemonade, the Minute Maid Zero Lemonade, is because she's diabetic and she could drink the zero sugar lemonade and said that it tasted exactly like the regular sugar lemonade. And I can vouch for that. I could not taste. I did a taste test one time of the zero sugar lemonade and the regular. Other than maybe a little bit more of a sweet taste in the sugar one, I couldn't really tell the difference. As a matter of fact, I like the zero sugar better. I thought it tasted better. But anyway, we're going to read from a little bit from USA Today here, find out what the heck is going on. Over 13,000 12-packs of Coca-Cola's Minute Maid Zero Sugar Lemonade were recalled after they were mislabeled, according to the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Around 13,153 cases, each with 12 cans of lemonade packaged inside, were labeled as the zero sugar formula, but contained regular Minute Maid lemonade with the full sugar content. That does not bode well for diabetics or anybody that's not wanting to drink sugar for whatever reason. In September, Coca-Cola issued a voluntary recall for mislabeled product, which was shipped to retail stores in Indiana, Kentucky, and Ohio, the company said in a statement that was emailed to USA Today. A press release was not issued for the recall, according to the FDA's enforcement report. Quote, no impacted product remains in the market, Coca-Cola said, end quote. Quote, all recall activities in those markets are complete. USA Today contacted the FDA regarding the recall, but has not heard back yet. 30 times the calories in the mislabeled lemonade. The nutritional facts of the two drinks are very different. In comparison, Minute Maid Zero Sugar Lemonade contains 5 calories, 2 grams of carbs, and 0 grams of sugar in one can, according to the nutritional facts listed on Instacart. The regular Minute Maid lemonade contains 150 calories, 42 grams of carbs, and 40 grams of sugar. That's a lot of sugar. Let's see. They go on to how to identify the recalled Minute Maid cans. Consumers can find... Okay, so here's the number with the different dates printed on the carton of the recalled product and the bottom of the cans. In quote, FEB, I guess is in February, 1725. Okay, so that could be the day. It's all together. There's no commas or anything. It's FEB as in February, 1725 CNA. Okay, and then there's another one, FEB as in February, 1725 CNB. So February 1725, both numbers, and then one of them says CNA and the other one says CNB. So if those are the ones affected, you know that those are the ones on the recall. Get your money back. The phrase, quote, canned under the authority of the Coca-Cola Company, Atlanta, Georgia, end quote, is also printed on the right side of the nutritional facts on the box and can. All of these mislabeled products, guys. It says the recalled lemonade was shipped to multiple states. It looks like, okay, the product was mislabeled and over 13,000 cases of regular Minute Maid lemonade were mislabeled and Minute Maid Zero Sugar lemonade. It looks like Ohio, Indiana, and Kentucky. Kind of looks weird on their map here because Kentucky is like over aside from West Virginia. It looks like it should be the other way around. I don't know. But wanted to go over that because I thought of one of our longtime viewers. And yes, if you are diabetic or something, you don't want to accidentally open up a can of zero sugar or something and it be the full sugar, right? Because if you open the box, you're probably, open the can and not even think about it. Okay. Now, we need to discuss some of the different price increases. There are questions on some of the different coffee that we've seen going up recently. Yes, we were talking about this yesterday. It looks like Folgers is having some pretty high increases. Maxwell House, some people were saying, has started to go up in price. Somebody mentioned Kroger. Kroger did go up in price. Their canned coffee is now $9.99 regular price. What we were talking about was that it was on sale for $8.99 with the same. That's what the regular price was a little over a month ago. They raised it another $1. Some of their smaller bags have gone up to, I believe they're $5.29 now. They used to be $4.99, but those were on sale too. Now there's some other coffees that are apparently going up as well, or shrinkflated. Green Mountain, that's when we were discussing the different Keurig pods. They have taken out 2 of the different pods. Some people were saying that the prices had come down on them. They have a little bit, at least for what we're seeing, but they have shrinkflated. So that's going to be next, kind of like when we saw the toilet paper, okay, which that we'll get into that in a second. When we saw toilet paper where it was like, it was shrinkflating, but they were charging the same price. And then we saw like Cottonelle when they first shrinkflated their product, because we saw it in the store. We were like, why is this like 50 cents cheaper, $1 cheaper? When you come up on these things, you're like, wow, okay, good deal. Well, that's why it's shrinkflated. So to try and create a little bit of trust from company to said consumer, right? That's what they do. They'll lower the price for a second, and then in a month or two, it's going to go up. So if you like your Green Mountain coffee, as we pointed out, I know a lot of our viewers do, and it does pertain to McCafe as well. Green Mountain Original Donut Shop and McCafe are kind of all part of the same group now. I guess Green Mountain owns McCafe or vice versa. I don't know, but they're always in the same grouping when it comes to pretty much anywhere. Whenever you see the Green Mountain product on sale, that same product is usually on sale with Original Donut Shop and McCafe. McCafe coffee is going up in price, so make sure you pay attention to that. People were talking about different, or one of our viewers was talking about different deli meats, Oscar Mayer going up. We've been talking about this for a while. We've been finding some good deals on it, right? Now, if you see the packaging, okay, I've noticed this in some of the different sale prices. Now, when they say on sale, they say 7 to 9 ounce packages. Kind of funny, isn't it? That we've never seen 7 ounce packages. There have been some different products that have been 7 ounce packages, but not the deli meats like deli turkey, deli slice. These are going to start shrinking. That's what they're doing, right? The price is up, I believe, for 9 ounces. In some places, it's anywhere regular price between $5 and $5.49. We may see that come back down to $4.99 for a little while, and then once the shrinkflation takes place, then we'll see it go back up. It won't be long. That's why we talk about buying up the sales when you see them. That way, at least for a little while, you're paying, even today, guys, even today, the regular prices that we see today could be the sale prices tomorrow, right? Been a lot of talk in the comment section on that, and that's what we're seeing. That's what we're seeing. It's like, even though we've seen a couple prices level off here for a second, okay, because I believe there's still a lot of these things are gonna still go up, right? We're finding good deals right now, but we're finding good deals of what the prices were from years ago, and it's like from what the prices are now, Well, okay, some of the sales that we're seeing, yeah, it was the regular price from a year or two ago, but it's still cheaper. I know, I understand these are the times we're in, and for the times we have to take what the best can give us, and in the in the budgets that we can all afford. And I understand it's hard for people. We get a lot of comments lately from some concerning viewers that it's getting harder and harder to eat. It's getting harder and harder to get your groceries because it is just, everything costs a fortune. And it's like, we're not taken away from the fact that we are way overpaying for what we're buying, whether it's on sale or not. I mean, we're really, some funny things that I've been talking with people. I meet viewers every now and then, as I go along, and people always say, it always seems like when I go to the store, all the stuff that I'm looking for isn't on sale. Guys, these are professionals. These advertisers, these sales, these people who are in sales, these guys know what they're doing. You're not alone. You're not alone. I can name a bunch of people that have gone to the store in the last couple weeks, just out of my family and friends, that it's like, wow, I didn't see any of these sales. Well, you weren't looking at the ones that we were pointing out, but I understand. I understand, because that's not what you're going to the store for, right? The recipe called for something else. Like my mom, take my mom for instance. We were talking about on the channel the bean soup and everything. Everything she went to the store for, minus a couple little things, they weren't on sale. And, that stuff gets pretty pricey. That's why, any of these meals that you plan on making in the future, well, when we see them on sale, go ahead and buy up some. Go ahead and get some. That way you know that you're not going to be overpaying for it the next time. And then the next time, even if you have an extra one and you see it on sale again, maybe not the same price, but it's on a better sale, go ahead and buy another one. That's how we do it, guys. That's how we save money. That's how we've been saving money for years, on food at least. That's kind of what we specialize on the channel here, is trying to save money in the grocery store, where that is getting harder and harder to do. I wanted to quickly talk about this for a second. Somebody was asking about the pet food recall. This was about a month ago, but I want to go over it for a second. For one, we never covered it because I was in Florida. Let's see. Okay. Okay, yeah, this was back. There was a voluntary recall on certain limited lots of beef and chicken dog foods due to potential salmonella and listeria. Okay. And let's see. Yeah, potential for salmonella and listeria. The company name was Lystn, 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 LLC, DBA Answers. Okay, so it's the brand name Answers. Okay, the dog food and the cat food. I just wanted to go over that for a second because I don't think it's ongoing. All of these were pulled off the shelves from what I understand. But it's just, we were talking, we've been bouncing back and forth from listeria, products that have listeria in it, right? The millions and millions of pounds of ready-to-eat beef by Bruce Pack. We've been talking about that. And all the salmonella from all the fresh cut things and fruits and eggs, right? And all this other stuff. And here we are with dog food, right? That has been on recall for both. Guys, it just, the reason why I wanted to, and this is on the U.S. Food and Drug Administration's website, the FDA's website. So if you want to check this out, it's the Answers Pet Food. It's like, I've got the Answers brand pet food that recalled the certain limited lots of beef and chicken dog foods. Make sure you check on the FDA's website for all the different recall numbers and all that stuff. They give an announcement on here. Let's see, and they have the different numbers on here. 4-pound half-gallon carton, 4-pound half-gallon. Let's see, pet food straight beef formula, and then they've got chicken formula, Best By dates, and all of that on here. So there were a couple people that were asking about that wanted some information on it. So that is all the information we have on it. This could grow. So we need to pay attention to this as well. Our pets have, it's hard to kind of tell when your pet is sick or something, right? I mean, it's, you usually feel their nose if it's warm, or something. You may call the vet, but I mean, good Lord. Listeria and salmonella. Like, it's just like, is it stuff that's cooked from both things that were in our food, maybe? That had listeria and salmon. That was my first thought. Like, okay, so many different things that have been traced back with listeria, and then so many products that are traced with salmonella over the last year, 2 years now. So this stuff. Is this why? Is this why? I don't know. We want answers. We need answers. As far as Walgreens goes, I know I had a viewer who was mentioning Walgreens. Thank you for that. I did hear about it. Yeah, it's going to be, they're saying over the fiscal year of 2025, they plan on closing 500 stores with up to 1,200 total. So that is a bit concerning. And this is why we always say, if you can, right? Because most people who shop at Walgreens, or I would assume most people that shop at Walgreens, part of the reason why you do is probably because you pick up your prescription there. Yeah, you want to make sure. They haven't announced anything, though. And I'm very reluctant sometimes to talk about a story before we know exactly what's going to happen. Part of the reason why I'm mentioning this right now is because I know we have probably tens of thousands of viewers on our channel that shop at either Walgreens or CVS for your pharmaceuticals and stuff, right? So it'd be good to know if your Walgreens is going to be closing. It doesn't look like anything is happening here before the first of the year. We're going to check this out here just real quick. Let's see, USA Today, Yahoo Finance. Again, you guys can Google all this information. I'm just the messenger here. USA Today did put something out here. Walgreens to close 1,200 unprofitable stores across the U.S. as part of turnaround. Sure. Let's see. Oh, wait, here's a correction here. USA Today made a correction. An earlier version of this story incorrectly characterized the portion of last quarter's loss that was due to goodwill impairment charges. I did read something about $3 billion in losses. That sounded a bit extreme. See what I mean? No, it's an ongoing thing. It's an ongoing story. It doesn't seem like anything is set in stone yet. It's like they got this information and then just threw it out here. Lots of news sites are talking about it, though. Walgreens is closing approximately 1,200 stores across the United States as the pharmacy chain struggles with slumping consumer spending. Well, that's true, probably. The closures will occur within the next 3 years, starting with... But see, we don't know. That's not... Nothing of it. None of this is... They can close whenever the heck they want to. That's the issue. The issue is that we don't know which stores they are. We don't even know potential stores. Kind of like Family Dollar. Remember when they closed all the Family Dollar stores and all that stuff? We didn't know around here until like the last couple weeks before they closed. And it's pretty important if you shop at Walgreens for your pharmaceuticals and then you're going to have to immediately transfer to another place. That could be easy for someone like us where we have Walgreens, it seems like, every corner. But for someone that is kind of far out there and one Walgreens is all you have, hopefully that's not the case. I would assume that those Walgreens will stay open because a lot more people probably shop at those Walgreens if they're the only one. I would assume, okay? Assume. That's no fact, okay? But I would assume that. The closures will occur within the next 3 years, starting with 500 stores being shuttered in fiscal year 2025. Walgreens announced Tuesday in an earnings report the company had confirmed plans in June to USA Today to close unprofitable stores, but had not disclosed how many locations would be affected. The move is part of a multi-year cost-cutting program under CEO Tim Wentworth, who took on the job last year. In a statement, Wentworth reiterated the company's commitment to focusing on improving its core business, retail pharmacy. Quote, the turnaround will take time, but we are confident it will yield significant financial and consumer benefits over the long term, end quote, Wentworth said in the statement. Okay, and then it goes on to say 13%. They're closing 13% of their stores. I remember seeing that. Let's see. While it's not immediately clear which 1,200 stores Walgreens is planning on closing, the move would impact about 13% of the more than 8,700 stores that were open in the United States as of August 31st last year. So there we have it, guys. Yeah, that's important. Anybody that's, we've dealt with these a lot. We dealt with the CVS closures years ago. And a lot of this happens sometimes when, your doctors or your pharmacy, like sometimes you have to change places. Sometimes, if you can't go through Kroger or something, right, you have to go through Walgreens or CVS, things change or insurance changes or they change their policy, right, where you have to go somewhere different. It's always a headache. But if the place is gone, right, that puts a lot of pressure on other pharmacies around where you may live. Because it's not just going to be you. It's going to be everyone who shopped at that Walgreens and going to wherever. Now, hopefully, Walgreens is a strong name in America here. Hopefully they work everything out and are able to smoothly transition people from those stores to other pharmacies, which I have to believe that they would. But we'll see. We'll see. Only time will tell. Guys, make sure you're stocking up on the sales as you see them. Don't let people fool you. Prices keep going up. We find these sales, though. That's why we got to take advantage of these deals. It's kind of like how it happened last year. We saw a lot of different sales, and then we saw a lot of different price increases, and then kind of stalled off for a little while. Didn't find many deals before the holidays. I remember, if you remember, we covered this last year. A lot of the best sales, a lot of the only sales that we saw on like big like sellers like Turkey and stuff didn't happen until like the last week. It was like the last week before Thanksgiving. Well, the week before Thanksgiving week. Okay. Which, yeah, that's when you're traditionally going to get the better deals. But we didn't see it again until right before Christmas. So just saying, we want to make sure that if all the items that we plan on getting here over the next couple months, when you find the right deal, get them now. If you got the extra space, put it away, get them now. Add these things, all of these different soups and everything that are on sale at Kroger right now. Oh my goodness, there's some good deals, guys. Good deals. Coffee, not so much. There are a couple deals on coffee. There's always one or two decent sales on coffee. If you're not picky, right? I'm not picky. I go for what the best deal is, right? And I always try to stock up on the ones that I like when they're on sale. All the best sales. Now, you guys know we get our coffee from Sam's Club. So it's ultimately the best deal. It's the cheapest. There's no beating Sam's Club when it comes to at least the coffee that I drink. Guys, make sure you're paying attention to all the different recalls going on. I will try to keep you as updated as possible. Ooh, excuse me. Try to keep you updated as much as possible on all of the different recalls and everything going on. The Bruce Pack meats, the ready-to-eat meats that they're finding in just about everything. As we talked about yesterday, it's gone up to 12 million pounds, as we are finding that they have actually serviced a lot more places than originally thought. They knew it. We didn't. It's just now coming out, just like we said it would. So I don't know. We just have to pay attention to these things. I will try, like I said, try to keep you updated as much as I can. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a great night.